Okay, we should be live. Anybody here? AZ's here, Mr. JRC, and Atlantic Adventures. Hello, hello, hello. Paul Hodges just had to go feed the dogs. He'll be right back. I don't know where the rest of anybody is, but you guys are the first, so glad to have you here. Here comes Justin. Hey, Justin, how you doing? We are live. Justin, you got any audio?
There we go. Working
Okay.
now.
Yep, now we hear you.
What's
Okay.
up, David, John, Bill, Tim, Edward?
Yeah, Paul ate his dinner, and the dogs were bugging him to feed me, feed me, feed me. So he went to go feed him real fast. Edward, how you doing? Tim Jackson. Yeah, I just came back from flying another ship, and got back home here at about 4:30. By the time I unpacked everything and got Mia fed and her medication and got everything squared around, and here we are. So it was a quick turnaround.
Yeah, I ended up sleeping this morning. We're going back to sleep this morning.
Oh, did you? How long did you sleep?
Till about 11, because Sarah got me up at like 3:30. And then I was up for a little while, and then the kids got up. They got up a little early because she was up.
Did Sarah get to her destination all right?
They were just getting there probably about 30 minutes ago.
Wow, that's quite a drive, wasn't it?
Yeah, took them a while to get there. Plus, I think they stopped quite a few times too.
Sure. Well, you know, her mother and her mother's boyfriend, they're older, so you know they probably can't just keep right on the going.
Yeah,
I used to drive almost nonstop from here all the way to Kansas City. Might have to stop once for gas, but
yeah, her boyfriend, I think, is older than you are. I
yeah.
want to say he's in his late 70s.
Oh, okay, wow. Good for him for making the trip. Hey, Mark, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you here.
And they were stopping at they were on their way to the cemetery to
Here comes
visit her,
Mr. Kovac.
to visit her dad's grave.
Get
Hey,
some
Jack.
audio.
How you
Hey,
doing?
I'm good. The sky looks like evil is coming.
Yeah, well, it's been bad here on and off, and we had a storm overnight that had 55-mile-an-hour winds and torrential rain. So,
Like,
Hang on, switching my audio over.
and here's Paul back from feeding the pupper dogs and also getting himself a little something.
What's up, Mark?
Ice cream.
Ice cream, ice cream.
Ice cream. We all scream for ice cream.
Yeah, okay. Well, oh, man, there's stuff going out today.
Ducks in the car going to pick up the wifey, are you?
Nah, just everybody's been caught. I don't know what's going on. I've had like 2 Toronto real estate agents in the last 2 days on signs up. They're doing business here in St. Thomas. Whoop, what happened? Chuck did something.
Duck dropped, yeah.
I don't know
Here come
why
back.
people are getting people all the way from Toronto to sell houses here in St. Thomas. Like they're 2 hours away.
He's back. Chuck is back. Well, it could be, Paul, that maybe it's the family selling the houses for older people and they live in Toronto and they just got a hold of their buddies and
Yeah, I don't know. Or they're moving to Toronto, maybe.
Could be.
Hmm. Hmm.
So Chuck, the video is really excellent.
Hmm.
I'm stuck. My audio won't connect to my Jeep. It's like blinking around. Like,
We hear you just fine.
you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, I really want the. That's really weird.
Well, it's pretty crystal clear, and it's not like cutting in or out or anything.
I'm gonna jump off one more time and restart Lori's Jeep. See if I can fix this mess.
Mr. Fix It at work.
Yeah. Walmart considers adding a police substation when it reopens. Pretty bad you got to open a police station in your Walmart.
They were actually talking about doing that in the nice Walmart here
Yeah.
in Winter Haven because they don't have any police stations on that side of town.
Yeah.
With the growth and everything, they were talking about it a couple of years ago, putting a substation.
Hey,
in, but
Dominic.
Never did.
Evening all.
You know what? You might want to ask Paul Hodges what the latest bonehead regulations coming out of Canada is, because it's liable to spread.
Oh, yeah.
Has to do about aerosols. Go ahead and tell
Does
him, Paul.
anybody here around here use WD-40?
For
Yeah,
What
what?
about it?
Yep, Canada's going to ban it January 1st.
Why?
Okay.
Wow. What they're doing there, any aerosol product, could be hairspray, could be anything.
Could
like-
be deodorant.
It could be deodorant. Can't have it anymore. Get a spray bottle to spray your armpits, I guess, now.
Because of the propellant? Because of the propellant?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's ruining the environment.
We changed that years ago here. Ours supposedly
Wow,
had
I just, all right,
none.
I'm
Is
gonna
that,
buy like,
Do they still have CFCs in there?
Ours don't. Ours all say no
How's it
CFCs on it.
hydrocarbon?
Yeah.
Well, and
Yeah,
the part that I find is ludicrous about Canada doing that is they've got all those wildfires going, and they're not worried about putting them out and putting all of that into the air. You know?
Exactly.
Oh,
all that,
yeah.
yeah, all that crap into the air.
Tell you what,
But the thing is, here in Canada, you can still make WD-40 in an aerosol thing, a spray can, but you can't sell it here. You got to export it only.
see? No CFCs.
Uh,
Yeah.
All
I'm
our
glad-
spray cans did that years ago.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear the Canadian government is just as stupid as every other government on the planet. It's
Oh,
just
definitely.
refreshing to hear it's uniformly stupid.
Yeah,
Hey.
yeah. Governments all around the world are
Universally.
uniformly stupid.
Universally stupid. That is government.
Okay, before we go any farther, how come Chuck is the host right now?
I don't know what the hell. I hit some wrong button. I was making him co-host and made him host.
Uh-oh.
Host?
'Cause if he leaves, we're out.
Yeah. What if my phone drops? I don't want to kill it. Don't do this. Don't.
No,
I can't handle this pressure. Cut it out.
Now, if his phone drops, he'll just default somebody else to host. But if he leaves,
Oh, yeah, if he
voluntarily.
leaves, he cuts it out. Yeah.
yeah, he has to leave
If it
voluntarily.
drops, it just goes to
Realize
someone
that
else. Yeah,
you-
that's correct.
2 years ago today, about this time is when I was upside down on my fucking roof.
Oh,
This is the second anniversary of the flipping
Well,
of truck.
well, you've survived 2 years, so let's be thankful.
Is that better, Mark?
It should have been 2 years of me never having to work again and living off the freaking insurance company and being happily ever after. But that didn't
That
go
would
as
have been good.
planned. Yeah, that'd been great. Could have been a full-time YouTuber with, not even worry about making money, just have fun.
Yeah.
I switched it again, Mark, so I don't know if that fix it. Chuck, if you go down to participants, you can click on Paul's name and change him back to host if you want.
When I get to Lori's office, I'll flip it back. I'll call you
Okay.
in the truck. Yeah. Can I do it on the phone? I'm guessing. I'll do it when I get there.
Probably can.
Yeah, you can do it on the phone. Just on my picture up at the top right-hand side, there's 3 dots. You just tap on it, and it'll give you a list of make me host.
I'm not even like, I can do that probably within 10 minutes. I can fix it.
All right, no problem.
We'll just hang on.
Hmm.
Any.
Yeah, I
Who
did what I
else
did
is-
yesterday. Didn't fix it.
Yeah.
I think it's because Chuck is. It might be because Chuck's host and he's on his phone. I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
I'm gonna ban everybody as soon as I can.
Yeah, there you go.
I am not gonna do that. Definitely not. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Wouldn't be prudent. There's an old Bushism.
Yeah.
Old joke from the 80s.
So what's going on here? I just got a notification. Ryan Hall Y'all says the biggest storm of the year is coming.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Oh, the Cat 5 hurricane there.
Wow.
Gonna
I
hit
have to
Florida.
fly. I have to fly through Charlotte next week. I hope that the East Coast doesn't get battered so bad that I don't know. Being selfish, I don't want to get stuck there. Wow, our sky. Speaking of that, our sky is dark as coal right now. It's crazy.
Yeah, we had a storm overnight, so it's dark and windy here.
But it's not everywhere. It's like this scattered stuff. You look in one direction, it looks kind
Oh
of
no, it's starting to curve
Great.
towards Florida. What the fuck? It's not what they said it was gonna do.
Oh, they never do what they say they're gonna do. They always like to, how it goes.
They said it was gonna start to curve up. Now it looks like it's curving back down.
Oh no.
Well, maybe it'll curve again, dude. You know how those
Nah.
things are very
Oh.
goofy.
We'll see.
I hope it goes fishing, Justin. I like it when they go fishing.
What's up, Joel?
Mr. Skyfly, Joel.
All right, who's gonna drink the Kool-Aid and get the first Mini 3 or Mini 4 Pro? Who's gonna do it?
I think that we all voted and you're the guy.
Yeah, you're the one.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. There's nothing on that drone that's gonna help me. It won't help me get any better footage.
Yeah, but
than my Mini 3
if
Pro.
you represent the group, because now you are the host, we
Yeah.
voted for you to buy it.
Yeah,
Well,
you're
you
the
guys
host.
you guys can collect all the funds in just like 4 ways and send one to me. And I'll gladly test it. Hey, you know what we could do? We could all get one, combine money, and we could send it to one person at a time, and we could have somebody film like a minute of video with it. We could do like a video from around the world. It's been done before, but that'd be pretty fun.
Okay,
Yeah, but it'll be expensive
Chuck-
shipping to get
Chuck,
down here.
you started off, Chuck.
Yeah, you started off.
I'm saying that everybody has to kick in because if one guy wads it up into a crusty ball, we all lose. We
Yeah,
all go down in flames together.
I'll agree with that, Mark. I reckon Marcus will be the first one.
I think that'd be cool though. To have a memory card in it, send it around the world, and get a bunch of footage from around the world, and then make a video with it.
Oh, definitely.
yeah.
It's going to be expensive shipping to ship a Mini 4 down here rather than just a SIM card. An SD card.
But it would be cool if it was the same drone and everybody used it and had the same
Well-
setting.
Mr. JRC said, Chuck, you take one for the team.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I'm through supporting DJI's addiction to money. They're going to
Well,
have
and
to
buy an
find-
Autel and send it around the world.
They're going to have to find somebody else to buy a new drone every 6 months from those idiots when all they're doing is little incremental, useless upgrades. I don't care.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the Mavic 4 then.
Well, that's different. Yeah, the Mavic 4 is on my list, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
Mavic
just
4, the Air 3S.
Well,
yeah,
what
all
about
different ones.
the Phantom 5?
there won't be
Yeah.
a Phantom 5. Phantoms are
Oh,
done.
wait, we've all been waiting for that one.
The Phantom is going the way of the dodo bird. It's over. So
I don't know. Paul Hodges has been waiting for the new Phantom, right, Paul?
Still waiting. I'm still waiting.
you're gonna be waiting, I'm really sorry if you're gonna be waiting a really, really long time, probably. But actually, I wonder how much more life the Mavic series has in it because it's wonder.
Well, the same with the Inspire.
Yeah, will there
Oh,
be
the
an Inspire 4?
So
Yeah,
the
there's still
Inspire,
being.
though, that's commercial grade. The Inspire is commercial. That's enterprise to the max. Hollywood loves that thing.
Oh, wouldn't we all?
Well, yeah, of course. Hell yeah. But you got to carry that thing around, dude. It's huge.
That's there. That's the only problem.
Man,
Hey.
that is anything.
Hey, Chuck.
but-
Chuck
Yeah.
in the chat, Wayne B says DJI rocks.
Yes.
I love DJI stuff. I'm just not going to keep buying it as it comes out because there's no point anymore. They're incremental improvements and like,
Well, it's like I've said before too, it's just like cell phones. They've hit a plateau and there's no point in upgrading until 2-3 generations.
yeah, it's
Go
gonna
by.
like,
Now,
mean,
if
the
you have an
next
Air
big-
2S and then when the Air 6 comes out or Air 5, that would be the time to upgrade.
I
Like
think
the Air 4.
you're right. Mark says that he seems to recall DJI announcing that there were not going to be any more Phantoms. But-
Yeah, all of a sudden they could announce it. And they got so much extra empty space inside of Phantom, they could add a lot more features inside of it.
Yeah.
oh, why are you so upset? I'm curious. What is it about the Phantom that like makes you want to get another one?
Oh, I don't know. I just had good luck with the
He
Phantom.
likes the way it flies and he's comfortable with it.
Oh, there's a big cult
Everybody
following.
loves a folding drone. I really
What?
don't care.
Well, the one reason I could see for really digging the Phantom is if you fly off boats, like you launch and catch boats on a boat,
Yeah.
those great big landing gear arms are
Grab it.
Oh, I got to reach it, grab it.
so easy to recover your drone
Yep.
while on a boat. But other than that, I don't really see an
Yeah,
advantage.
but the
Well,
Phantom,
what I didn't like about the Phantom, if it was any windy at all, you went to take off, it would tip over.
yeah.
That's terrible.
Well, my thing with
I-
the Phantom is the Phantom has a big cult following like the Bugs drones do.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
If they
the
came
OG.
out with a Phantom 5, it
OG.
would sell like hotcakes.
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
it's OG. It's what started it all, really.
Well, it's like the Bugs
Anybody-
drones. Those aren't even the best type of drones there are. They're kind of crappy, but there's a huge cult following for them for some reason.
Well, I kind of personally, I got into it when the Mavic Pro came out. I'm very much a Mavic guy. It's like, so Paul, I'll feel bad when the Mavic lineup goes and dries up. I'll feel like you about the Phantom. That's all.
Yeah.
That'll be sad.
Well, I've got two Phantom 4 Pros, so
Oh, I just, I dig the Mavics. I can hand catch them, hand launch them. I don't cut my fingers off. I'm okay. All good.
Right outside the window, right there's a hawk.
Oh,
Look
look at that.
look,
Yes.
hawk. He's looking for my squirrelies.
My boys.
Yeah, go out there and throw some peanuts and you can feed
That's right.
them.
just go and throw peanuts at him.
He took off.
Nice.
Well, the funny part of it is he was sitting out on the back telephone pole, and a squirrel was running around the pole, and he just didn't even bother looking at him.
Well, he might be just looking for mice.
Well, I think I've got chipmunks now too. so
Chipmunks, yeah.
a little chipmunk,
I think for a hawk, one of those fat freaking squirrels you got there probably wouldn't get him off the ground.
Yeah.
I don't know. A hawk seems to be able to pick up a cat.
I don't know.
I think like a really small dog or a cat would be fair game for a hawk. That's kind of like scary stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Pulling in Lori's office. See if I can't sort this thing out.
Okay, buddy.
Let's see. I'm gonna. You guys.
I'm gonna go out and check and see if he's still hovering in the area. Be right back.
So they figured
All right.
the hurricane's
Where am I
gonna
going here? Where do I go to do this, Paul? I go
Go to
to
participants
Yeah.
and then just click on his name and make host.
I see
Cool.
they're predicting that hurricane to hit south and
Hey,
north.
dude. You're back in charge.
All right, he's got it.
All this
Justin.
stuff.
Co-host.
Yeah, he's the host.
Yep. We're back.
Paul's the host with the mostest.
Yep.
Yep.
Super
Man,
easy. That was so
it's easy,
intuitive,
right?
dude. That was
Yeah.
super
Did you get
intuitive.
it figured?
Yeah, it took like 2 seconds. We're done. We're good. You're solid.
You're all good?
We're back.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
all good.
Yep. Okay.
I've been demoted. Self-demoted.
Oh, anybody in the chat? I redid it again. Has that fixed the issue with the way we're looking?
Good.
I have a feeling it was because he was on a host and he was on his phone. That might have been why it did that.
We're all good now. And tell the boss she can come down. I'm here.
Yep.
Well, you got to feel privileged there, Chuck, that become the
So-
host. I can't even be a co-host, so.
Why can't you be a co-host, Paul? You used to be the co-host, man. You used to be
Well,
Paul.
he hasn't made me a co-host.
No, you are a
Wow.
co-host now.
Oh, there I am now.
Fine.
Now you're important.
Yeah.
Brother
Okay.
Glenn.
Ken said looks fine now.
Yeah,
Anyway,
look,
yeah, I don't think Mini 4 Pro has much to offer anybody who has a Mini 3 Pro or whatever, because you're gonna get a little better optical avoidance than
yeah,
Yeah.
I love it, Lynn. Oh, no more pressing buttons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stop it, Paul. Leave it alone, man.
Well, I had to make Dominic co-host and double checked everybody to make sure they were all co-hosts.
Hashtag yeah.
Kill me.
Hashtag yeah. I am so far behind. I haven't edited anything since before I went to Iceland. I haven't edited shit. My channel's gonna die.
Well, the sad part of it is, Chuck, is that's the not so fun thing about doing any kind of aerial videos is the editing. I'm not thrilled about editing. I do it, but if I don't jump on it right away, it's liable to sit, you know?
Yeah.
Just
Well,
chuck a
it's
few
that I
thoughts
don't-
up.
It's not that I don't enjoy editing. I actually do enjoy editing. I just don't have any time for it at the moment. So
There's Sarah's dad's, she just got there. She stopped at the cemetery,
Ah,
see her dad.
he died in 2020.
Yeah. Right before Christmas, December 23rd.
How old was he?
I wanna say late 60s.
It'd be
Let me
68.
see, when was his?
It's
Did
in
you-
1952 there.
Did you get
Yeah.
along with him, Justin?
I mean, for the most part, yeah, cause he was kind of, didn't really talk or anything, so. By the time I met him, he had had like his second stroke, so he was
Okay.
pretty messed up.
Hmm.
He
Hi,
was
Curtis.
kinda still able to talk, but he was. When he had his third stroke, yeah, he was done for at that point. He couldn't say but yes or no.
Curtis, new video up. He's got it
Up,
Any
Curtis.
breaking news, Curtis? Any breaking news?
posted. He posted it in the chat.
But yeah, so. You know, I got along with her dad. Her dad was fine, but like I said, he was kind of stuck in the bed all the time, so he didn't
Hmm.
really do much, so. Yeah, he. Really?
Really? Really?
what happened?
I don't know what happened. He just said, really?
I don't know. I don't know what happened.
Justin, are you still there?
Yeah, I
Kind of
was
went
talking to my
dark,
son.
didn't he? Oh, he's talking to himself.
He's talking to himself. Okay,
No, I
well,
was
that's
talking
the
to my
I like
son.
to do that.
that's the first sign, you know. Talk to yourself.
No, I was talking to my son,
Yeah, okay. You can,
Oh,
cause he left the tortillas just sitting open on the counter.
well, the
Oh,
ants will find
Blues
you
on the counter? Oh, dude.
Yeah, but I can understand that.
You know how many freaking packs of tortillas the kids have ruined cause they didn't close them up?
Yo.
They
Oh,
come out the
smushy.
next day and they're all hard as a rock.
Yeah, I hate that.
Hard as a rock or smushy?
No, they get, when you leave tortillas out, they get dried out and they get
Yeah,
super
they get,
hard.
yeah.
Yeah.
They dry out.
That day. Come on, Lori, let's go. Get down here so we can get out of here. Christ. Well, this week's going entirely too fast.
Yep. Well, it's already Friday here, so
Yeah, we're knocking on Friday, but like there's just too much to do. I don't need it to be Friday. I need more time to get work done. Crazy.
Now, have you noticed any changes in your workload? Has it gotten more or about the same or?
It's increasing. It's annoying.
mm,
Yeah. We have a new guy starting Monday though. That'll make it even worse because we have to onboard a new guy.
oh no.
Yeah, you got to get them up to speed. How long does that take?
Well, I'm still getting up to speed, and I've been there 6-7 months, so it's gonna be a while. It's an ongoing process. Hey, he's a youngin', you know. He'll be fine.
Right back. What do you want? Yeah.
Can't believe it's 85 degrees in like September. It's crazy.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah. Police cars everywhere.
We had 72 yesterday, so we're
Oh, there's
starting
a
to
big
move
old
up.
accident. Big old accident. Same time
Oh.
2 years ago that time there's a freshie. There's a freshie now on the same day.
Mm,
Isn't that special?
mm.
I should go down and visit the Syracuse police and say, hey, maybe you want to do a better job of writing this shit up than you did for me 2 years ago because I shouldn't have to work it. You guys suck.
Yeah.
I wonder what they would say. Anybody have anything big planned for the weekend?
No,
No?
no, it's going to be the weather's going to be poor here. We're going back to winter.
Are you guys slipping back in the? Aren't you slipping back in the summer?
Well, we should be after having 72 Fahrenheit yesterday. It's like about 58 today.
So this is your spring.
Wait.
So your spring's kind of goofy.
Yeah, we have goofy spring. The first 3 weeks of September, we have a really goofy spring where it can be winters, it can be all 4 seasons in the 1 hour.
Okay, well that's typical. I think anywhere on the planet. Seems like we get the same thing here, where spring can be winter, summer, or fall. Be anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just the first 3 weeks of September, it seems to settle out around the 22nd, 23rd. Seems to settle in for a couple of months.
Yeah, well, the 22nd is like the first day of fall for us, spring for you.
Yeah, that's why it's goofy. It seems that 3 weeks before each of the season changes, it just gets really goofy.
I like fall here. It's a really nice time to we get the really good, when we have a good fall, we get some really great foliage stuff.
Yeah, it's the great
It's a really
colours.
nice time to fly and take, yeah, it's a great time to fly and film and stuff.
What's Lynn talking about? Stage 3?
Oh, she's got, what's the official diagnosis, Lynn? It's, a breathing,
Like a COPD.
she's,
What?
she's only got 40% lung capacity.
Mm.
What? How's
She's-
that happen?
Well, she's, she was in the military. And of course,
Yeah,
as soon as you joined the military back in the 70s, they used to issue
Smoke.
you cigarettes.
Oh, I
And-
mean, you can get all kinds of weird shit just from being in the military.
She
Even if
smoked
you are
forever,
healthy.
and then when she was in Italy, stationed in Italy, that's when Chernobyl blew up, and there was, she
Fukushima.
got radiation poisoning.
Well, that's what I'm saying is you could be a perfectly healthy soldier, but you can get all kinds of weird shit being stationed in certain places
She's got stage
Yeah.
3
and not
emphysema.
know that you're getting exposed to things.
Stage 3 emphysema.
Yikes.
I mean, there's all kinds of weird shit that guys got when they were in Afghanistan and Iraq too,
Mm.
you know?
Oh I have friends that did Desert Storm.
Right.
She only has 43% total lung capacity between both lungs.
Yeah.
It dropped me off.
Mm.
Cause that's the thing is when you're in the military, man, you never know what they're exposing you to,
No,
you know?
no,
Exactly.
juice you up with all kinds of weird experimental vaccines, all kinds of crap.
Well, I'm just saying you could be stationed at a base where they're doing some experimental shit you don't know about, but you're being exposed to it without
Mm.
knowing about it, you
Yep.
know?
Exactly.
That's true.
And then you find out 20 years later when there's some massive lawsuit
Yep.
and they're making you get tested for it. And then a bunch of service members from that particular base or area tend to have the same issues. That's
Yep.
usually when they find out about it.
Yep.
And then half the time they don't want to admit to it.
Mm.
No. Hush, hush.
Yep. Hush again. Yeah.
But that's our government in general, you know?
That's all government.
Every government in general.
Yep.
I mean, to be honest, it's hard to say if it was caused by her smoking or it could have been something she was exposed to and they
Mm.
did it. You
Probably
know?
combination of both.
I mean, it's just hard to say when you're in the military.
Chemical
'cause-
weapons.
Speculative. You don't know.
I'm s-
Well, I should have my nice new left rear arm for my Mavic 3 soon.
Oh, great.
Yep. Fix her up.
We'll be
What?
expecting video on that.
Where are you getting it from?
Cloud City, which is in Rhode Island.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'll shout them out in the video. They're cool people. And I'll probably shout it myself to try to fix it.
Yep.
yeah,
Good
Angel,
news is the Mavic 3 Classic is
Yeah,
all
I
fine.
wouldn't be
Good.
surprised if there's Agent Orange in there somewhere.
well,
Yeah, good old
anybody who was in the Vietnam era, for sure, you
Yeah,
had
They
a
got
high
exposed to that
potential.
crap, yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the chemical they were using for like mosquitoes and
Defoliate.
all that shit?
Well, it defoliated. They could clear
I knew
the
that, Curtis.
clear the bush so they could see through the trees and stuff. I think.
I
Not
thought
that
it was like
that
some,
was the main purpose.
yeah, I don't know. I thought it was like some kind of pesticide they were using while they were over there. For
It'd
Well,
be
mosquitoes
similar
and
to
bugs and
BT.
stuff.
If it killed leaves on trees, it probably killed bugs too, anything organic. And
Mm.
of course people. It takes longer to kill people.
Yep.
Well, they still have generations, of Vietnamese that still have, a lot of their children have birth defects and stuff from that era.
Mm.
To this day, they still have some people that have birth defects because of it.
Yeah.
Probably
Yeah.
in like the groundwater and everything soaked in there.
Yeah. Naphthylene palmitate. As I said in the movie, I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Somebody's echoing.
Me?
Tom was echoing.
Me?
Well,
I don't hear an echo on my end.
I don't hear it either.
It might just be, could just be on Chuck's end there.
It was fine till Dom started talking. It happened suddenly. Dom, say something.
Yes.
Something weird happened for a second.
Could have just been backfeed from your speakers in your truck car.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll blame Lori's Jeep. That's what we'll blame.
Yeah. Always blame the Jeep.
Fiat Chrysler America fails us again.
Yeah.
I don't, there's really not a car company out there anymore. They all have. I mean, there's a lot of car companies, you know, they have a couple of good models and then they have a lot of crappy ones. That's pretty much every car company.
Mm.
Construction. Always the construction.
You love the construction, do you?
Good time.
Always good.
Plus, it's-
Never a moment.
Yeah. And the low fuel light's gonna chime on in a little bit too. Running low on petrol. The feed me light's gonna come on too.
The BB, my,
the feed me light.
Feed me.
You know, the low
feed me,
fuel
oh,
light.
feed me, okay.
Yeah, I have to juice up the Jeep.
That's when you get down to about 20 miles before you got to refill it.
Yeah.
Right. At 38 at the moment, so I'm getting close. Usually goes about 30 miles is when it starts to bitch at me. Should have filled it up before Iceland, but I didn't bother, so I'm paying the price now.
That's like one thing I've never understood. Like, what's the point of a reserve tank? Why not just put a bigger tank on there?
Yeah, exactly. What I always think.
I think because it's easier to package. It's easier to package two tanks sometimes rather than one large tank, Justin.
No. I'm saying some people like on a dirt bike, right? You'll have
Yeah.
like a I think my bike took like 3 or 4 gallons. Might have been less than that. But you had like a half-gallon reserve on it. And I'm like, well, just put an extra half-gallon on the big tank.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
can't remember how much I used to use. It wasn't 5 gallons though. It was a lot less than that. I want to say it was like 3.
Go in my
Yeah, turn it
Colorado,
off.
I could squeeze in about 3 or 4 extra gallons if I want to take the time to do it. I'll pass when it's full, which isn't really great for the. It's not great for the air system. I think the filtration
And the petrol
the-
filter.
the vapor recovery, it gets kind of pissed off.
Yeah. Yeah, as well as the petrol filter. It goes
Yeah,
through
they-
that and then through to
They
the.
get whacked up. Yep, they get whacked
Right.
out.
Yeah, you need to clean out the petrol filter as well. Gonna do that.
I learned a GPS battery on a line bike can last up to 6 months.
Ten and 11.
Nice.
Chuck, you don't ride motorcycles, do you?
Oh hell no, I'm not allowed. Now I have no interest.
I think
in
Chuck.
it.
I think Chuck would look good on a motorcycle.
Lori won't let you get one, huh?
Well, back when there was a time when she would. So I used that as leverage to get the Corvette, which worked fine for me. Then I've been on motorcycles like as a passenger, and I'm just not a fan. They like everything looks huge when you're on a motorcycle. Like even a little itty bitty car looks huge when you're on a motorcycle.
Now
What,
I haven't been on a motorcycle in 20 years.
Yeah.
I
What
don't
about
know.
if I'd been on a motorcycle 2 years ago today? I wouldn't be talking to you guys now. I would have been
Exactly.
So, I mean, like, I'm not a fan anymore.
When's the last time you drove your Corvette?
July.
Oh, so you have recently got back into it? Cause
Have
weren't
a
you
triple
scared to,
charger on it or
weren't you scared to
like a double
drive it after?
battery?
I just don't give a shit about it. Just around.
Yeah, weren't
don't
you a
want the
little
battery to
scared to
go dry.
drive it after your accident?
Well, that didn't help matters, but no, yeah, it's really not fun to drive, and honestly, it's just like it was my primary hobby, and then I got into drones and stuff, and then that became my primary hobby. So it's just kind of like it's hard to have time for more than one hobby.
What year is the Corvette?
2001.
Oh, geez.
Nice.
So it's a newer body style.
Yeah.
No, it's fifth generation. They're up to the C8 now, but it's like it was new when I got it, brand new, man.
Oh, you're the only owner?
I am the sole owner. It was built for me. I ordered it, built for me.
How many
Nice.
miles are on it?
22,000 or something.
Wow, that's worth some money.
20,000 over
really.
22 years.
Not really, dude. Not worth that much.
Ken says insurance and storage must cost you a fortune.
Insurance is insurance is not bad, believe it or not.
Well, if you're reporting that you're really not driving it, it shouldn't be that expensive.
Well, no,
Yeah,
it doesn't.
why
I mean,
not?
it doesn't matter. Like so it's only insured to be driven like half the year. The other time it's covered for like fire and theft. And
It's
stuff.
almost, it's
Right,
almost a
but
vintage car.
Yeah, but when you redo your policy and they ask you how many miles you think you're driving on it a year, if you tell them like maybe 1 or 2,000 miles because you're really not driving it, it
You get a
should take
discount.
it should take your price of your insurance down. Because they usually ask you what your average
I'm only
amount.
saying this, what happens in
That-
Australia.
It's when you have multiple vehicles on your policy. It's like it doesn't matter. So the vet policy is very inexpensive. I mean, and the car when it was engineered, like granted it was engineered in like the late 80s, early 90s or whatever when it was designed.
Yeah.
They intentionally designed it to make panels more replaceable than they were on the previous Corvette, which was
Yeah.
super expensive to repair. So like the fenders come off on the previous generation fenders didn't come off. It was like one big clamshell, and that was super expensive when it got damaged. So that the repair index on a Corvette like mine is fairly reasonable, like low.
Yeah.
But I don't know, dude. I'm having so much more fun traveling and like flying the drones and filming and vlogging that's kind of like that consumes me much more than the car could.
Chuck, did you notice after you had your accident with your truck? Did you notice a change in your insurance rates or anything?
No. Wasn't my fault anyway, but no.
I just wondered.
No, it totally went against the other insured. It's all their fault. Freaking drove through me. It was invisible.
Yeah.
They tried to put a spin on it. The other insured company tried to put a spin on it.
Yeah.
Oh, did they?
Oh yeah, tried. Why didn't you see her? Why didn't you see her coming at you? I don't know. Maybe she was doing 70 and I was already like 2/3 way through the intersection. She was like 300 based on since she was doing 70, that's 300 feet a second or 100 feet a second. That means she was 300 feet away from me when I entered the intersection. So you try seeing something 300 feet away from you, basically a football field away from you. So fuck off.
Yeah.
Nobody plans on being hit by something a football field away from you in a city.
Yeah.
So squash that one fast.
Yeah.
They really tried that, huh?
Pissed off.
Sort of thing you'd expect.
So I looked both ways before I entered that
I didn't
dark
want to park.
traffic light, and you're insured. Instead, sped up, probably holding the phone, God knows what, and drove through me like I wasn't there. So, pay up.
Yep.
Anyway, yeah, so, no, my rates didn't change at all. Now they supposed to use the other person, insurance company, but I tried for so long that I suck. You guys work for me. This is not my fault. I need to get a new vehicle. We got to get this shit closed out. Another rig. I got to get this done. Can't be screwing around. So let's do this. Like, okay. And then I just use my own company. That's when it's a problem. Geico didn't want to do anything. They want just their hands. They drag their ass. They don't want to do anything. Meanwhile, I have no truck, and and it wasn't easy to get vehicles 2 years ago. It was kind of a pain in the ass. And I found one, and I wanted to get it, and I couldn't get it until I had this mess cleared up. So that was like, anyway, that's why I did what I did. But if you're not at fault at all, you can use your own insurance company without any hesitation. It'll be fine, and you'll get better service because that's who you pay. Pay for those guys to like take care of you. That was my experience.
Wow.
But anyway, I have the Mavic 3 covered by State Farm for drone insurance, but I didn't file a claim because it seems kind of silly over a $50 arm.
Yeah, I would have just hiked your insurance.
I
Up
think
it
they might
later on.
actually drop it. They might actually drop it. I'd rather have a catastrophic loss of drone, like put a claim in than do that.
Yeah, it's like a one-time claim that you can do and that's it.
I think, Justin, I think it really is. I think you get like you're one and done if that ever happens.
Well, that's the thing too, is like the insurance companies, from what I was told. So by some people I had insurance claims with them, that you don't even have to like show that you don't have to actually have the drone. You could just say you lost it. So,
Yeah, you can, but then it's one and done. It's like, yeah.
I mean, I could see him not wanting to do it more than once, because you could easily have somebody go to him 2 or 3 times, say, yeah, I lost my drone. And then they, really didn't lose it, because you
No,
don't have to really
you lose
prove
it when a new model comes out.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I'll lose it when the
Yeah.
Mavic 4
What am I gonna
comes
say?
out. Well, that's the other weird thing. When you pay for the insurance, they want to know everything about the drone. So you include the drone and the remote control and everything else. They have the serial number, and then you could lose just the drone, but they're going to give you enough money to buy a whole new kit. It would be like, in the case of a Mavic 3, it'd be the Mavic 3 and the RC Pro and all the shit. So I imagine, pretty sure it'd be one and done. Okay.
Which is kind of funny, because you think the insurance company would just say, we're going to cover just a replacement drone and the one battery that you lost. Because technically you didn't
Yeah, that
lose
makes
the
more-
controller.
If they actually do what they were doing, that's what I would expect too. It's like, okay, what drone did you lose and a battery, and that's it. Right.
Yeah,
maybe the filter on it or something, right? If you have a free well filter on it or something.
Yeah, because the insurance company can easily just go to Amazon and see how much a replacement drone is. It's the same price at pretty much anywhere you go. You're not going to get a
Right.
better deal on a replacement drone, and then you just cover
I've
the one
never-
battery.
Ran schedule. Right at 30 miles, bang, the fuel tank lights up. Yeah, but I've never made a claim, so I really don't know how that goes down. I think some other guys obviously have made claims in the community, but it would be interesting to know what their experience has been, because I have no idea.
Are you through State Farm?
What about a state park?
I said, are you through State Farm?
Oh, State Farm, yeah.
Yeah, they're the only ones that I've heard that actually provide those claim insurance.
It ends up being like a rider on your homeowners. Is how they do it.
They're the only ones I've heard of people actually saying do the drones though. I don't know if any other insurance companies are doing them.
It's cool, and you can actually have, depending on how expensive your drones are, you can have more than one drone on the policy, and it won't cost any more. Like at one point, I had 3 drones on there, and it was the same rate. It was like $60 every 6 months or something. It wasn't expensive.
Well, the more shit you have on your policy, the cheaper anything is gonna be.
Yeah,
With like 30 things
Then
under
it-
there, you know.
right.
Huh.
So then I have to go through periodically, and like as I sell drones off, you have to call State Farm. Okay, take that one off.
Because a lot of people have a lot of you know, they might have to do a few cars. It's gonna be.
Well, I have Allstate car insurance and home insurance, and they told me that the insurance covers my drones. I don't have to pay any extra.
Okay, so all
That's
state
very
does
cool.
it then. Yeah, because everybody I've ever heard about actually doing the insurance, they've always just said State Farm. I wasn't sure if any of the other ones.
I don't know. I've been with State Farm for a very, very, very long time. So
That's also a big ass company too.
yeah, but I've never had any like serious issues dealing with them. They're like any insurance company, they have their moments where they're a pain in the ass, but they've done all right by me. Sometimes it takes some bickering with them, but they usually, it works out in the end. So, no huge regrets. Oh, over there.
Hello, Laura.
Laura,
What's up, Laura?
Justin's little sister.
How is USAA anyway, Lynn? Because I always see the commercials for that because they're like, you know, their whole business is pretty much, you know, we're all for veterans and it's like a veterans insurance you can buy. Because you have to, I think you either had to been in the service or you're immediately, like your parents had to be in the service in order to use them.
Mm.
You guys have me curious about something. I have a can of that blow off, the duster stuff, because I bought it to try to clean out the motors in my drone. I'm looking to see what's in this stuff. Shouldn't it say on here somewhere what the propellant is?
Only officers can get that, Lynn?
No
USAA?
CFDs. It says no
thought that was-
CFDs.
Oh, okay.
It makes sense why they would have a insurance company just for that though, because that's gotta be a nightmare dealing with a bunch of different countries and shit.
Mm.
Oh, that's how it used to be. Now it encompasses all ranks. Okay.
Okay.
I was gonna say, cause the commercials never like actually said that. They just always said service members, so I assumed it was all.
Mm.
Get this to work. And I lost. I can hear him, but I can't see him. What's up?
One said I had an accident with a guy from Portugal. He T-boned me in
Mm.
Italy. Oh, wow.
Mm.
Shit, seems like over here now they just total your car if you even got a little dent in the bumper.
Yeah,
It's like, nope, we're not fixing it. Total it.
yeah, been there, done that.
Well, over there, Dominic, is it automatic total if your airbags get deployed?
Yes,
Yeah, same over here.
and if the B pillar has any structural damage, it gets written off.
Like the frame?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. If you've got a sedan, that the middle panel between the two doors, if that is crumpled a little bit,
Don't
they
even
total it.
Yeah, it seems like they total cars over things that could be fixed, but they just
You know,
don't want to pay
I
the money.
actually fought because they were going to write something off that I was in an accident with, and I actually fought with them. And if it wasn't for the body shop, the body shop, yeah, said, yeah, we can do it. And they fought with the body shop for 4 months.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And we got
dealing
it
with
done.
body shops over here is a nightmare.
Speaking of which, have you heard anything from yours? Your mechanic?
Yeah, it's a starter and some other sensor.
Thank you. Yeah, one of those.
So I'm deciding whether I want to get it fixed or not.
Well, what's
will-
a starter cost you? A couple $100?
Yeah, plus labor and then the sensor.
Well, what are you gonna buy for two? Let's say it costs you $500 to fix it. What the hell are you gonna buy? You said it's a nice car in good shape.
It's cheaper than buying a new one.
Yeah.
Mm.
Plus,
Well,
you go buy a used one, you don't know what the hell you're getting.
well, but we were talking to Sarah's mom about possibly just taking over her car because she is either gonna start sharing the car with her boyfriend or go get another one. She has an SUV, so. I don't know, we'll see. Me and Sarah are gonna talk about it when she gets back. Cause we might just take over her mom's payments on her SUV. Cause we need something a little bigger anyway with the kids and all that.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can't get something really small.
And her car's doesn't have, it has less than what we owe, so. And it has less mileage too.
Yeah, there's obviously a YouTube video where you can do all your own repairs.
No, I don't have the patience for vehicles. I'm telling you
Uh,
right now. You will hear every cuss word in the book and some you've never even knew existed.
mm,
And I don't know how to change the starter out neither. And there's really not a whole lot of videos on my particular car. To be honest with
Oh,
you, there's a few out there, but there's so many different years of that car too that some of them, there's like 2 or 3 year period where they'll all be the same and then, but there might be a video of the year before those 3 years that doesn't really apply to what you're doing.
Well, what you might want to do is if you decide to take Sarah's mother's van or SUV, what you might decide to do is fix the damn thing and then turn around and sell it. Get that plus, extra money out of it.
mm,
Yeah, like I
point.
said, I'm gonna wait till Sarah gets back and we're gonna discuss it and figure out what we wanna do.
Good point.
Because otherwise you're just sitting there with a broken down car. You're not getting a dime out of that. And if you fix it and then turn around and sell it and then take Sarah's mom's car,
Look at Russell coming in all light, like JDS. So I'm about to miss a. Did I beat AZ?
Yeah.
Was that Russell, not JDS doing that?
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Took a page right out of JDS's book.
That's a JDS deal there.
mm.
So I know Chuck's gone already, huh?
Yeah. It just dropped out.
Well, his audio got real fuzzy and it never came back.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's just funny. This just came up on my Facebook page.
Mm.
It's Chuck's truck.
Yeah. That's not hard, Ken.
What?
And it said you've got to lie on your back and get under the car.
Yeah.
I mean, I know some older cars, the starter's right there. I don't know about that car.
Mm.
And I wouldn't be surprised with today's cars. You wouldn't have to tear half the fucking motor apart just to get to it.
I don't think so.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like these newer cars, they make super complicated to work on.
Oh yeah, they are.
Well, when you talked to the mechanic, did you say what's the estimated price to fix it?
Hold on, let me look. Let's see here.
Yeah. Hey, Corey Mano.
Hey, Corey,
Corey.
how's it going, buddy?
That's a Chrysler 200, Donald. Honestly, as many miles as it has and as being on the road for 7 years, I really just don't want to dump any money into it.
Well, how many miles to get in?
Almost 100,000.
You know how many miles I've got on my Tahoe? 300,000.
480,000 kilometers. Shit. Oh, sounds delicious, man.
There's people out there that'll buy $100,000 mile car on it because that's all they can afford.
I wish I had $100,000 car.
100,000 mile car.
I'd sell that bitch for cheap and give it away for about 30 right now.
Yeah. Wouldn't we all?
I put it at such a good price, you'd think it was a scam. Like I said too, Sarah's mom's SUV only has like 40,000 and it's in a lot better shape. It's a little bit newer, it's bigger because we need something bigger because it's got third row seating.
Mm,
So that's why I'd rather just maybe get rid of that one and then just take over the payments on the SUV.
mm.
To me, that's a better way to go. Cause we really can't afford two cars. That's the thing. And I don't have much to pay off on the other car. So I might be able to get somebody to buy it to where I can just pay it off. Cause when I called the other day and checked, spoke to Capital One just about options that I have, just in case we decide to go that route. I think my payoff was like 6,000 and some change. So it's almost paid off anyway.
I don't know, the two of you guys sit down and think about it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We're gonna talk about it when she gets back, so. I
Mm.
totally would, Donald. No doubt,
Yeah.
but I don't know if I can fit 3 kids in the back seat of one of those.
They are a nightmare to try and change gears on, I tell you. But if you learn how to change gears on a car that's really tough, makes it easy with every other car. Learn the hardest one first.
To be honest, Mark, I would never buy a BMW.
Exactly.
I've seen so many people have issues with those cars over here.
Yeah.
I mean, not saying that he doesn't have one that's actually been good, but yeah, I've seen a lot of people have problems with those.
Yeah. Well, you've got to pay extra for the you've got to pay extra for the blinkers.
Oh, Russell.
Yeah. You got to trade
Oh,
them in
God.
every 10 years.
Well, I'm about 7 years overdue then, if that's the case. Sarah wouldn't let me trade her in anyway. Well, and especially with the 2 older kids now, they're like Kelsey's almost as tall as I am now.
Mhm.
She's I think she's 5'9" or 6 foot now.
What?
Yeah, so I can't like that car is just getting way too small for us. Like the 3 kids in the back seat are so cramped up. So that's one of the reasons why we were really considering doing that. Yeah, Sarah was doing Kelsey's hair early this morning and freaking was looking up at her. Or last night before she went
What,
to
you're
bed.
gonna have to get on a step ladder soon.
Yeah, cause Sarah's only, I think, 5'8", I
Only.
think. I think.
Uh,
Yeah, said Kelsey's definitely got my stature and my height. For sure.
True, true. Hello, Getchy.
Hey, Gitchy. All right, Mudball.
Hmm.
Donald. That just
Yeah,
makes me think of that video the other day of that dude in a wheelchair. So would you push me down the stairs for $4 million?
Yeah.
Next thing you know, he wakes up on the ground all dazed. Guy's standing over him. Look, bro, I'll split the money with you. What's up, Getchy?
Yep. Big game on tonight.
And Ken said, go KC. Oh, he's going for Kansas City.
Well, they are the champions.
Looks like she's out. Pre-game is on.
Yep.
I wonder how much YouTube is making off of that new contract they did with the NFL now, because now if you want NFL Sunday ticket, you got to buy it through YouTube now.
Mm.
YouTube's doing all the games now for that. Shit's expensive too. Like the best plan's like $400 and something, I think.
A year.
Yeah.
Yeah, we pay $15 a month. But I think if you get the upgraded package,
I think the cheapest plan was like 300 and something. Yeah,
yeah,
because like each plan, there was 3 different plans I think I was looking at on there. Because it kept popping up on my phone, so I clicked on it because I just wanted to see how much it was.
mm,
I was curious on the prices, and like the different plans, you get different, perks, But the
we've
most
got
expensive
KO
one,
here. We've got KO that does our football. You got free to air, and then you've got KO, and I think that's $25 a month.
that's what, about 300 a year. It's not too, that's about as expensive.
Yeah.
Not too much cheaper.
You can just go to the games personally. I'd
I didn't
rather see-
realize I was on mute.
Oh, okay. I didn't either. Didn't even
I don't
notice it.
even know if you could get NFL tickets that cheap. I'm not even sure how much NFL tickets cost.
Well, any kind of professional sport tickets are just astronomical.
Mm,
Well,
But
it all
so, but so are big concert tickets.
yeah.
Well, it depends on where you're sitting too. That's a biggest factor in the price.
Yeah, but I mean, I used to be when I was a kid. When I say kid, young adult, we used to go to Tigers game for $10. There's no friggin' way you could go to a Tiger game for $10.
Mm,
I think it depends on the team too, because some teams are more
No, they
popular
tried-
than
they-
others.
they tried that sort of pricing here, and no one went. So they just changed it to, it's same price all over. They've tried many different ticketing versions, and each time they try something new, it falls extremely flat.
Because I think,
Unless it's playoffs, we charge extra for that.
Dallas in their stadium, I think they have a like a budget ticket you can buy, but it's like you have to stand up the whole game.
Yeah, it's
I don't
called.
think-
We call it standing room.
Yeah. I think when they first opened the stadium, I think it was like $15 or $20 a ticket, but the downside is you have to stand up the whole time.
Yeah, we have. It's called general admission standing room, is what we call it here, because we had for the first game of our playoffs was on last night. 93,000 people turned up, and it was absolutely teeming down with rain, pissing down with rain. There's 93,000 people there. It doesn't have a roof on it.
How do you watch a game on a radio, Corey? You can listen to one.
Exactly.
Was that the old school MP4 radios back in the day?
Yeah.
MP4 radios.
Back in the day, there was only AM.
And I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure Dallas has a standing balcony areas for budget tickets. Because I remember watching the
No, you've
when
got
they
to
were
ours. You've got to stand behind where the rows are. You can hardly see anything. Can't see the scoreboard or anything. Standing room's no good. Yeah, we've got a standing room, a section as well.
Well, they get pretty rowdy down where you are, don't they?
Yeah. And as I said, we had 93,000 there last night. It was pretty rowdy, I tell you. Got another game here tonight.
Oh, really?
Yep. One last night, which is Thursday night our time. And tonight at 7:30, it'll be about 5 a.m. your time. Who's Justin talking to?
Well,
Okay.
he's mom and dad down there over there now.
Yeah.
Ah,
Hmm.
yeah, I don't think Paul would have been able to do that as a kid, Corey. Radios back then were the freaking size of a refrigerator. I
Yeah.
think he would have been able to sneak that in the bed.
Hello, Tokyo.
Yep. Tune in Tokyo. Well, what's the time? Oh, geez.
Who's on
got
tonight
two-
anyway?
I've got 2 birthday parties to go to today.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's what happens in September.
That family or just friends?
Our friends. I've only got one well, I've got one brother and a couple of cousins, and they're already out in terms of birthdays this year. So
And go load up on free food and cake, huh?
exactly. We're going to a steakhouse today.
Oh, you're going out to eat. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just one of the better steakhouses in Melbourne. I'll take a few photos and send them on. And see how we go.
How many
Yeah, it's
people
a-
are going? Is it a big group of going or what?
Probably, I think there's 9.
Is she doing the
Right.
8 or 10 o'clock show this week?
You're doing the 8 tonight. I go out, I'm having a coffee with a friend just before Tammy goes on. Then I'm slated to be on Tammy's, and then out for lunch, and then out for dinner. So I've got to fit everybody in.
Just her on tonight, right?
Yeah, it's the off week.
See what Tim's doing. Wonder if he had to work today or if he got.
Okay, well, I'm going to head out. So
All right.
see you guys later.
Have fun at your parties.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. See what new movies are on Cinema HD. Okay, where did you go? There you are. Put you over here. Anybody seen that movie Sounds of Freedom yet? I didn't watch it. I was wondering if it was any good. Ooh, The Equalizer 3. Oh, I want to see that. See if they have any streams for it. Nope, I ain't got one for that yet. The Last Voyage of the Dementor. What the hell is that? Interesting. What's up, Marshall? All right, I'm out. I gotta jump off here.
Are you leaving?
Yeah. I'll see y'all later.
Okay, we'll see ya.
Later, everybody in the chat.
Paul, you going for coffee or?
I was thinking about it, but yeah.
How many people we got in the chat now?
Hmm. We've been on for an hour and a half, Paul.
Okay, let's call it.
Yeah. There's a ship behind you, Paul. Look out. Get a hit you.
Yeah. Hey, everybody in the chat, thanks for being here. We'll catch you all again tomorrow morning. Tune in and thanks for stopping by.
Sorry, broke decks and TJ, but we got to go, guys. So